Hello, community. Welcome to another episode, the first episode this year, 2025. All tips bets, the best tips across Europe. I'm with my big daddy as usual. So, hello, big daddy.
Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year to everyone. Welcome to today's show for the first one in the year 2025. Please like, share, and subscribe as we go on. Well, let's begin with the show.
Okay, so big daddy, which odds do we have this new year? Which one are we making money from?
This new year, I think we still have to rely on some of these based on the trend we're seeing on some of these games. It was already a bit kind of a little bit challenging, and some of the games we expect to win. People like Chelsea going back to their old form of losing games that they're supposed to have won, and some other surprises that come along during the Christmas period. But this way, I'm starting today. I will come with. I know you will laugh at this when I say I'm going with Man City with West Ham. And it's a game that we all know how terrible Man City has been. And is their last win something to cheer about? Maybe yes, maybe no. But part of the reason why I'm going for a Man City game is because of West Ham themselves. It's not because of the Man City. West Ham is as terrible. I don't even know what they are doing. I don't know what they are playing. They seems to be so terrible that I don't could not see anything good for them. So I felt that to they are worse than Man City at this point, and as such, that's decided to go on with this game. If it was a better team, more cohesive team, more determined team, I would have not picked this game. So the odd for Man City to win alone for me is too low, 1.32. So I decided to go with Man City to actually win the game with less than 4.5 goals. We bring the odd to 2.2.
No, that's a good odd. That's a good odd. But I'm also on that game, but I'm definitely not choosing Man City to win because what I can say is that against Leicester City, if that Leicester were able to utilize their chances, Man City will have had it would have been a different game because they had the chances. They were playing Man City as if that's like a mid-table. They playing from the back, have creating chances, and they are tried, and they were like Vardy was just not. It wasn't Vardy's day. That's why Man City had that. Like we are lucky to win the game. So for me, I believe that West Ham will nick one in, and the game will be like 2-1 or 3-1. But I don't know where it will go. Maybe Man City is going to win 2-1, or West Ham is going to win 1-2. So I don't know where the game will go. But Man City, they're at home. Like you said, that's like a very huge advantage for them to win. Because if they're at home, they still have the what's called the home support to win the game. So the whole attitude is very, very good. Man City to win. That's I think I might choose that also. But if I will choose the game, I will choose Man City to win and above 2.5 goals. But for my teams for today, it's just above 2.5 goals at 1.4.
That's good. That's a good odd. It's not bad. Keep it safe.
Yeah, that I'm just like let me just put like
With
above.
that,
Plus, Man City's defense is still questionable. I think West Ham can nick in one, and the game might end like 2-1 or 3-1. But um, above 2.5 goals, that's what 1.4.
okay. So my next game is the first game between Spurs versus Newcastle. I well, can we say about Spurs Newcastle? They are a train that can only, when you're driving a train, the train is not like a car that you can maneuver. And with a train, it only goes one direction on the rail track, and Spurs seems to be on that train. The coach only play one direction. He is just going attacking all the way, no any defense minded, and because they are also losing a lot of players, their first back four, the back lines are done. all injured, and the young guys that comes in to replace them, and they are trying, but it's just that being that that's why it's good for a team to rotate players. Don't wait until when all these players get injured and then you have some difficulties replacing them. So Spurs have been guilty at the back and would leave Newcastle form. These days, the physical presence of these guys in the midfield, I feel that Newcastle's definitely more athletic, more organized, should be able to win this game. So basically, ideologically, you look at it that Spurs have good, they are good going forward, they are at home. So they play only one direction. You can say that both team to score. If you feel that is going to be the best option, because definitely there's going to be goal, or we can just simply go for over 2.5 goals for safer odds. But for me, and you can equally, but my I think the market value is on Newcastle. So for Newcastle, the options for Newcastle just to score 2 goals, because I believe Spurs defense are terrible, and if Newcastle are going to win, they need to score 2 goals. So at least the odds for that is at 1.65 for Newcastle to just score 2 goals in the match. You can decide to keep it safe. You can, and if you are comfortable that Newcastle will actually win this game, the money line is equally very good, 2.45. Just a straight Newcastle win will be good. And then if you want to be as greedy as I am always, you said Newcastle to win and both teams to score with the odd of 3.0. So so how we go with that, because my theory has always been when you select a game with the odds of less odds, they still go on and it doesn't still come in, it's more annoying. So I prefer to go with the higher odds and it doesn't come in, it makes me feel much better. So my game is here Newcastle to win with the odds of I'm voting to score with the odds of 3.0.
No, that's a good one. That's a good one. I also thought the same thing. I also tilt to Newcastle to win the game, but I like to play it safe. So from what you said, I also for my tips for today is just like more than 2 goals at 1.36. But I also like the odds of both teams to score. I think both teams will score. I think there should be a lot of goals in the game because Tottenham, they have only one way of playing, just to attack, and their defense it's not that organized. They usually let in goals. So I think more than 2 goals should be in the game. And just to mix things up, you guys can choose both teams to score and more than 2 goals. And I think that will also be very good.
Yeah, as Newcastle, you can equally don't forget if Tottenham are going to attack, then Newcastle will definitely score. So that is why the odds for Newcastle alone to score as a safe bet for them to score 2 goals, just Newcastle to score 2 goals is at 1.65. With Isak off from there, I believe they can just make that.
Okay. Big Daddy, which other games do you have for us today?
Okay, well, I decide to also go with the game between Fulham and Ipswich. Fulham playing from home, and well, they've not been that terrible. They've been doing well, and resurgence of Ipswich. Normally, I would have given Fulham this game straight ahead, picking a Fulham win. But because of the insurgence of Ipswich, the momentum after beating Chelsea and coming to this game, I think they will be in a the motivation will be high. They will want to at least keep the momentum on to see if they can get themselves out of the relegation zone. And so based on this, and Fulham playing at home are not terrible either. So I just this, but I'm not sure which way I can give this game to, but I believe both teams are capable of scoring. Because of that, I decided to go for both teams to score with an odd of 1.82.
Oh, that's a good one. I know that Ipswich, I like how they play. I like how they play. They are not scared of playing from the back. They play in the middle. They don't lose the ball that often. The only issue is their defense is terrible. That's why they are in that position. And just like fingers crossed, I wish that they should stay in the Premier League because I like how they play football. But on Fulham is I think is quite stronger than Ipswich to check what's called the how Fulham is playing. Fulham is not playing that bad also. They have this way of playing that you know what they will do. They are direct and they try to just go to the box and terrorize the defense. So I think Fulham will win the game. That actually I think Fulham will win the game comfortably at 1.57. But if you want to spice things up, you can say that both teams to score and Fulham to win or more than 2 goals. But I am sticking to Fulham to win. I think Fulham at home will be much stronger in the game, and they have the capability to win the game easily at 1.57.
That's good. I see us being mostly on the same game so far.
Yeah. It's like they're not like Bundesliga is not yet back, and there are some leagues that are not yet back. So we have to play safe and make the money on the games that is available.
Okay. Yeah, you're right in that aspect. So my next game is the game between Brighton and Arsenal. Arsenal also in the title chase now. We can say they are back pushing. They will be pushing Liverpool if they continue this way at least, because I think their next game because they still have to play Liverpool, and so Liverpool, even though they have a game at hand, but anything can happen. I believe those points for me, the points are not too big for anything to recover. A couple of bad games, anything can actually happen. So Arsenal need to keep the pressure on Liverpool to at least wait for their opportunity. And Brighton, on the other hand, have not been the Brighton as I see them at the beginning of the season. Normally, when they are playing home, I tend to go for them because I feel that there's always goals in there. Welbeck started very well at the beginning of the season, but so for one thing or the other, they have not been. I think a couple of injuries has also impact their performance as well. So based on this, I decide to simply feel that with the win Arsenal had, and I believe in the last game, I believe Arsenal will try to keep the momentum to this game. And they are equally capable of beating Brighton because they have the players to do so. So I decide to go for a straight Arsenal win for 1.80.
Okay, I'm not on that game. Unfortunately, I'm not on that game. But I saw the game. I checked. If I will play the game, I will also choose Arsenal to win. Arsenal, they have this way of winning. The set pieces there, they can hurt you in different way. So they can use the set piece. They can be direct. They can pass the ball. So they are so tactically good this season that you are sure that Arsenal is a threat, and they will try to keep the momentum to chase what's called Liverpool for the title. So I think Arsenal will win, but I'm not on the game to be sincere, because I saw the game. Brighton, sometimes they might turn up at home and you won't know what will happen. So that's why I left the game. So the game might be 0-0 or 1-1. So I just left the game like that. I'm not on this game. So my last final Premiership game for this weekend is Liverpool Man U. So I know that you'll be on this game also, Big Daddy. So Liverpool Man U, you can play it any different way. I think that this is the banker for this weekend. You can play that Liverpool will win the first half, with Liverpool to win more than 2 goals. You can put it in different, Liverpool to score in both halves. So you can put it in any different way just to favor Liverpool, because Man U, I don't know how they will score. That's one problem. They don't have that going forward threat that they will do that. They will move with the ball, and you think that something will happen. It's for the past, after the Man City game, that the Ahmed guy came in with a form, and after that, it was like he's like a ghost, nowhere to be found. So there's no threat up front. So I can't see Man U scoring in this game, to be sincere. So I think Liverpool will beat them like 2-0, 3 or 4-0. So I just play the safe as usual. Liverpool to win the game at 1.30.
Well, this game. I'm also on this game, as you rightly said, because there is no way, based on trend, on what is happening, that one should shy away from Man U game. If Man U decided to go there and decide to lift their spirit up and play well, kudos to them. But based on the trend of what we have and we are going to be, what we are seeing, definitely it's only a blind person that will decide to go for Man U in this game. All things will be pointing to Liverpool. They are top of the table. Man U are struggling not to drop to relegation. And their game against Manchester City, I was telling you the other day, is a fluke. It tell you how Man City are terrible for Liverpool, for sometimes a team like Man U to actually be able to, if you give a little bit performance, just like the game with Leicester City, if you give something, if you are determined, you can override this Man City thing. But when you look at Liverpool, are stronger in the midfield. The key problem in Man U is still the midfield. If the midfield, Casemiro doesn't have leg to run, Eriksen does not have leg to run, and as long as you have midfielders that are mobile, agile, any team in the Premiership that has a strong mobile midfielder, and Man U are not the only person that can move in Man U is this young boy Middle, because maybe he doesn't suit the coach system of play. He still doesn't understand it yet. That's why the coach is simply putting him at the bench. But for me here, I don't even want us to talk too much about this game because I feel the all odds points to Liverpool, as you rightly said. Any way you like, you want to dissect it, bisect it, or whatever, has to go to is Liverpool. So for me, I just went with Liverpool to win less than 4.5 goals at the odds of 1.85. You know,
that's a good one.
Any way you like, you can put Salah to score. Either both teams to score, Liverpool to win both halves. Everything you want to is also are all in favor of Liverpool. So just find the odds that suits you more, that you are more comfortable with, and then you pull the trigger there.
Yeah, because I can't see, but I can't even see Man U scoring because I can't see the threat in front. Who is in front to give Liverpool's defense a threat? None. No player in front. So Liverpool any way you want to put it, Liverpool to win the game. So my next game is Spanish Liga. La Liga, Valencia, Real Madrid. I think Real Madrid is back in form. They've been shaky at the beginning of the season because of Mbappe, because maybe he doesn't know the chemistry with the team yet. But now I think he's getting the vibe. Bellingham is coming back. All of them are scoring goals front and back, and they are playing very, very good now. And they are Barcelona, they've lost form, so they will want to capitalize on that and try to catch up with Atletico Madrid on top of the table. So they are playing this Friday, and I think they are going to win Valencia. Valencia, they've been terrible, so I think Madrid to win the game comfortably at 1.46.
Well, I'm also on this game, but I want Madrid to win this game, and I also agree with you that at least, but they've been having some, Madrid with Valencia. Valencia sometimes you don't really know what to expect from them, and because of that, I decide to just go for over 2.5 goals in this game. Not Madrid. Sometimes they find it difficult to actually nicked in the game there and they score a lot of goals or do as we expected. I won't be surprised if Valencia are able to at least have a consolidation goal there. So based on that, I'm going for over 2.5 goals with an odd of 1.70.
Oh, that's a good one. My next game is Turkish League, Galatasaray versus Göztepe. Galatasaray, they've not lost any league game this season, so and Osimhen is still in form, and they've been compact, they've been attacking, and Galatasaray is at home, so it's a straight win at 1.34. So that's a straight win. They've not lost any game at home and or lost any game this season in the league. So Galatasaray to win at 1.34.
Okay, nice one, nice one. I see you're always keeping it safe as usual.
Yeah, just so I'm still going to risk more, but I'm just going to see after half of the season, like maybe next few weeks now, I'll be getting my groove on, just to be getting it. But now I'm just trying to be a bit make the money, just to be keeping it safe.
Okay, so my next game is the Serie A. Because we don't have much game in the Serie A this weekend. Most of them are playing in Saudi Arabia, the Super Cup, Italian Super Cup. And you see, the Arabs are taking over everything. Everything is moving. You have money, Saudi money is working. And they are actually for a whole league to move a Super Cup of 4-5 clubs to a certain country just to play Super Cup is just about the money. So the financial aspect of it is playing a big part, but a disadvantage to players because they still have to go there and come back again. But anyway, so we have 5 games in the week, and then this weekend. So my game is with Fiorentina hosting Napoli, and in this game, I don't know. David left Man U, the former Man U goalkeeper, and he has been superb. He has been the one keeping Fiorentina afloat. A couple of good saves. He has been doing well. So sometimes the questions really comes to why did he have to go to leave Onana the leaking basket anyway. Is Man U's prerogative, but so Liverpool for me, Napoli for me, money line to win is at 2.45. And Napoli usually, I feel they are stronger than Fiorentina, and they need to keep the momentum on the top with Atlanta there. And don't forget, Inter Milan are also nagging behind because they just have a point difference. And Inter Milan have also a game at hand. A win at that, they will definitely go on top. And a drop will bring them the same points with Napoli. And so for me, I feel nobody has, all of these teams have to be very careful and has to try as much as possible to keep on the momentum. So Napoli to win, money line 2.45. If you fancy, because you know Napoli cannot, they only 1 goal, 2 goals. I always say that it's very rare they score 3 goals. So you can go Napoli if you want a safer bet, a less risky bet. You can go with Napoli less than 2.5 goals in the match, less than 2.5 goals in the match. Or if you want a more adventurous goal like me, it will go with Napoli to win with at least less than 2.5 goals in the match, which brings the odds to 3.0.
Oh, that's a good. No, I'm not on the game. I'm not on Serie A this weekend because I just left Serie A because of what you said that there are not much Serie A games, so I left the game. Serie A, but Napoli doesn't score. Everybody knows that they don't really score much in their games, so I won't be surprised like if the game will come in like less than 2.5 goals. Definitely, it's possible. That's a very high possibility because Napoli doesn't score. So I went to French League, Ligue 1, Lyon versus Montpellier. Montpellier, they've lost 7 away games, so they've not won any away games this season. So I just want the trend to continue. So I chose Lyon to win at 1.36. I think Lyon should be able to win. And if you want to spice things up, Lyon to win and above 1.5 goals. So that I think that will bring you to 1.6. So I chose Lyon to win without any issue.
That's good. I'm not on any of Serie A games, so my last game is still on the Serie A, not the French league, and is the game between the local derby. I think that's the interesting game for this weekend. And Roma hosting Lazio. Roma, well, they've not win any of the all the wins that have come to Roma has been with the bottom teams of the table. They've not won any of those first 5 teams at the top of the Serie A. They've lost to them. They've lost to Atlanta, Napoli. So I look at Lazio sitting there at the top with among the top 5 teams in the league. They played well. I watched the game with Atlanta, and I see what they are good going forward. Unfortunately, Atlanta is just too strong that could, they, even though they were on the inch of losing that game, but they find a way to come back and draw the game to Lazio. So in this game, most of the games that have actually in the past comes between Roma and Lazio has always come between is a less than 2.5 goals. Most of the games. So if you want to, it tends to be the trend that I will be going to, because it is less than 2.5 goal. The odds is at 1.85. Both team to score, which is equally an option, because if you look at this team, they both have the potential to score. Roma, Dybala, Pellegrini, and they have the tendency, people to score, and playing at home, I believe they could equally score as well. And then Lazio, on the other hand, too, are good going forward. They like to start from the foot, and they're very attacking minded. I couldn't go either way which team would score, which team will win. So I decided to stick with at least less than 2.5 goals. Or if you want to go, you can go to, if you're brave enough, you can choose either Roma or Lazio to win in this game.
Okay. Well, I'm not on that game. My last game for this weekend is Ligue 1, Lille versus Nantes. Lille, they are the one pushing what's called PSG this season, and they've been playing very good at home. And I believe that they are going to win the game also. They've lost one game. They've lost only one game at home, I think, against PSG. So they've been superb also. So I think they should win Nantes at 1.54. But you can also you can also like spice it up. You can combine it with Lille to win above 2.5 goals at 1.85. But I'm just keeping it safe as usual. Lille to win at 1.54. So that's my last game.
Okay, thank you everyone for joining us. Please, the games are coming with, I will say, thick and fast, or fast and fury. And very soon the FA Cup will join. The other leagues will also come back, and then the Champions League is also around the corner with the Europa. And so the games are actually coming very fast. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hope we make some money this weekend.
Okay, thank you, viewers. Subscribe, like, share. We will also like to see your tips also, and we'll meet us again next weekend for the next tips across Europe. Thank you so much.